yeah. I just saw it. I saw a picture of it.
Robbie Krieger over there, the Doors guitarist, being interviewed. I just talked with him. He doesn't really talk a lot, but I got a few quotes out of him.
I'll put you on our database.
All right, yeah, that's great.
How many of these do you have? I have a lot because I've never seen that.
Step right up. Step right up.
You know, Ray was...
Waiting for a star.
I was going to mention that.
What are those things?
These are the things you sell on eBay.
Those are eBay.
Oh.
That's eBay.
eBay schmeebays.
Yeah. Hey, you got about 50 of them.
Holy moly.
Who's our
$5.50 each.
For music here.
$5.50 each.
Oh, that's cool for a charity.
It helps out artists who...
Hey, Ray, have you ever thought you might get carpal tunnel syndrome with all your keyboard playing and autographs like this?
No, not carpal. Doing this.
It's more like a Holland tunnel.
Now, who messed up his wrist?
Rick.
One of the keyboard players.
Rick.
I know Ginger Baker did because he held the sticks wrong.
Keyboard player. Keith Emerson.
He did?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
And I thought, well, how can he do that? Because he's he's a classically trained musician. He knows how to keep his hand in the right position.
Yeah.
And yet he got carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
And Ginger Baker did too?
Yeah, apparently he held the sticks really weird. Even though we talked during dinner, I'm now going to be interviewing you, if that's okay, for the San Diego Reader. My first question is in your book. I loved when you talk about getting that first check and thinking it's going to be divided amongst the Doors, and they're like, no, that's yours, Mr. Manzarek. Because us Doors fans, we think you deserve to be rich because we love the music you've given us. But what I want to know is, during those times, did you even think, like, in your 60s, like, younger generations would still be talking about the Doors? I did a story on Henry Diltz once, and he said nobody's impressed with any of the album covers until he mentions Morrison Hotel. And then all of a sudden, the younger kids are going, what? The Doors! And it's this big thing, and it's so great to hear him talk about that. And I think it must be great for you to just have younger generations, like, you know, when you saw me with the shirt, you see people wearing the shirts, and you're like, you know, that's my band.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love it, you know. What I like is that the young kids, it shows that the young kids are not totally stupid.
Listening to just rap and crazy things like that, you mean, yeah.
They're able to understand what the Doors are all about. The Doors are, it's a college band, and it's a philosophical, intellectual, jazz, blues, rock, flamenco, classical music-based band, and that they understand that. I think it's fabulous.
Yeah. Speaking of flamenco, we were so disappointed. Like, I loved the box set so much to finally hear Whiskey, Mystics, and Men and all those things I had heard about.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd hear the intro of Spanish Caravan, Robbie's intro, and it wasn't there. I was like, what? I thought that was going to give us the long... So is that gone forever?
Oh, you know what happened? Elektra Records pulled the tape off the outtakes, threw the tapes away to sell the metal
just for the
plates, metal plates that held the tape together.
Oh, that's funny. Well, Elektra was a new label, so I don't know.
Those were worth something, whereas the Doors
Where
tapes,
Krieger playing isn't worth anything.
well, it's not that. It's that it had been done already, and these were like outtakes. So why keep the outtakes when you can sell? Because nobody wants the tape, but they want the metal, spools, the metal spools.
And I guess nowadays everybody saves all the stuff. It's easier to save stuff, computer files. And
you know what, man? I went into a vault, one of the vaults where the Doors stuff was, and they had. The Doors stuff was all piled up on two skids, two pallets, wrapped up in plastic. I was like, what a mess. The Eagles were right next to us, alphabetically listed, just box by box by box by box, hundreds of boxes, 16-track boxes of the Eagles. Why didn't we have that?
Yeah, too bad.
Quite frankly, who wants the Eagles outtakes? I don't.
The guy in Big Lebowski sure didn't. Hey, when you were a kid, did you want to be a rock star when you grew up? Because I know Rick and the Ravens, and so you've been playing for so long.
This is Rick.
You're Rick of Rick and the Ravens? What? What do you mean that's Rick?
My brother.
Wow. That is so interesting.
We're always together.
Now, I always wondered, because Ray didn't mention this in his book, and I once gave him a hard time about this at a book signing. I wanted to know what happened to the brothers. We knew that they were kind of...
We are here, working in different capacities.
Okay, cool. But you never would cringe when you hear that great song on the radio and go, I could have been part of that.
Of course not. I always am part of it. It's my brothers, my children.
Wow, that's a cool attitude. I like this guy.
Yeah.
All right, Ray. Hey, thanks for your time. I appreciate
brother.
it.
Good talking to you.
Sorry.
They were just...
It gets crowded around the celebrities. But I got to find Henry Diltz, the photographer. This is the biggest cake ever. And Jim isn't even alive to see it. Oh, well. Those are Jim's handwritten lyrics to L.A. Woman, which are at the Hard Rock Cafe in Vegas last time I was there. Sorry to bother you guys while you're eating, but I wanted to talk to Henry Diltz, who is the greatest rock photographer. Screw the people that say Jim Marshall. I'm saying Henry Diltz. Do you have any Jim stories you can share on Jim's, is it his 65th birthday? I don't even know which birthday of his it is. I think it's 65.
Well, I used to see him right down the street there, you know, in
Oh,
a
okay.
couple of clothing stores, and I always say Jim was bemused by everything, you know, because he'd give a little smile and a nod, you know, hey, how you doing, you know, little smile.
Now, did he ever, or any rock stars ever, when you were doing photo shoots, just like, sometimes it seems like you'd catch people when they weren't posing, they were doing natural things.
Oh, yeah.
Did that bother them, or did they like it better because when they saw the photos, they'd say, wow, this is a more natural...
It didn't seem to bother him, you know, I mean, I was a musician, so a lot of these guys were friends of mine.
Oh, you played on a few America albums, didn't you? I think I saw your name.
I had a group called the Modern Folk Quartet. We played around town.
Oh, okay.
The Trip and the Whiskey and the Action, which is right down the street here.
Cool.
So I knew Jim as a fellow musician, you know.
Right.
So, you know, they tolerated mine.
Yeah, I guess when you're a musician, you get a little more leeway, huh? All right, well, I'll let you get back to your onion
All right,
rings.
Josh.
Thanks, Henry.
Okay.